It's a virtual political storm that has broken out over a laddu, but then this is no ordinary laddu. It is the Tirupati laddu that is much revered and loved as well. Of course, the central government, Mr. JP Nadda, has sought a report from the Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister, who in turn has sought a report from the executive officer of Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam, and that report is expected to be submitted very soon. What we understand is that only 4 tankers of ghee, cow ghee, that was supplied by AR Foods and Dairy, which is a company based in Dindigul in Tamil Nadu. They had been given the contract after e-tendering process that happened, and they say that those 4 tankers where it was suspected that adulterated cow ghee was present were stopped and they were set aside, and the samples had been sent to the National Dairy Development Board CAF lab in Gujarat, and subsequently the report came out saying that there is adulteration in the form of not just vegetable oils but also animal fat in that. Animal fat and the names have been given there as well, and that could be fish oil, beef tallow, as well as lard, which is some kind of fat tissue that is found in the pig. While this controversy has happened, the authorities, the TTD authorities are saying that that contaminated oil or suspected contaminated oil has not been used for making the laddus, but the EO has also said that never in the past has cow ghee been sent for testing by the TTD, nor has the TTD itself done any testing, and the testing in fact is now going to be done because they have acquired special apparatus or testing apparatus from the NDDB, who has donated a 75 lakh rupee unit, and that will be used from now on for testing the cow ghee samples. So, how is this cow ghee procured? Cow ghee is procured by the TTD through e-auctions, that is online tenders, and the online tendering system started in 2022. The idea was to make it not just a robust system but also more transparent and to minimize human interference. Every 6 months this e-auction is conducted, and based on not just the technical specifications but also the money factors, that is finance factors, the vendors are decided. Nandini, which is the Karnataka Milk Federation, used to be supplying that huge quantity which is required by the Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam, but in 2021 because of price issues, Nandini had in fact not supplied and subsequently supplied a smaller amount, and then subsequent auction we had been told that they had not even participated in the e-auction, but now once again after Chandrababu Naidu came to power and finding this kind of a report that came out in July, from August onwards Nandini is being given the contract for supplying cow ghee to Tirumala. In fact, in Karnataka as well, there have been orders passed here saying that all the temples should in fact use the ghee, cow ghee that is being supplied by Nandini itself. How much of ghee can Nandini supply? That's another question, but Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam itself makes about 3 lakh laddus every day, and that requires about 15,000 kg of cow ghee that is required every single day, which means about 15 tons of ghee is required every day. And if you work out the math, you will realize that at least about 5,400 tons of ghee is procured by the Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam every single year. In fact, the figure that is given to us is about 61 lakh kg of ghee that is procured by the TTD every single year, and about 500 crore rupees is spent on this kind of a procurement. Of course, there is also other elements like sugar, jaggery, cardamom, cashew, different kinds of dals, all of which go into the making of not just the prasadam but also the making of the Naivedyam, which is done for the god himself, and also what is given as Annadanam to the people who visit Tirumala and want to partake of the free meals that are provided there to the pilgrims who come to Tirumala. The laddu itself is of course of different sizes, and there is a variation in the weightage of the laddu. That of course is tested, and there is a specification about the smaller laddus and the bigger laddus as well. But as far as quality goes, what Jagan Mohan Reddy has said is that the same process that used to be followed earlier for procurement, which is going in for tenders, that is what was done by the YSRCP government as well. And he said that every consignment that comes in, meaning every tanker carrying cow ghee that comes in, comes with a certification from NABL. 3 mandatory tests, we are told, are conducted and certificates are provided. NABL, of course, is the National Accreditation Board for Laboratories, and therefore that was taken as the standard for saying that quality does exist. And he also points out that even in the past, consignments have been rejected during the TDP time when Chandrababu Naidu was Chief Minister, and it also happened during Jagan Mohan Reddy's time that consignments which did not meet with the standards were thought to be of lowest quality or adulterated have been sent back in the past as well. In this particular case, AR Dairy Foods, which is a Dindigul based company, we are told has been blacklisted, but that company has reacted to this, saying that they have not been blacklisted and they have stopped supplying to the temple here, to Tirumala per se, but they have given an open kind of a call to anyone to test the products that are there in the market to see whether any such adulteration happens. There is also another controversy that seems to be brewing in Tamil Nadu following the Tirupati Laddu fallout. We are already reporting that Karnataka government has ordered only Nandini ghee to be used, which is the Karnataka Milk Federation, a government owned body. But on the other hand, in Tamil Nadu also BJP leader has tweeted on X asking why that same ghee is being used, or the owner is in fact on the board of the Parni Murugan temple, and that ghee is being used in temples for making prasadam as well. So now questions being raised about prasadam being made or laddus being made in temples across the country, and talk of the quality guidelines and stringent kind of specifications that should be there when procuring these materials. We will continue to update you on the developments on this Tirupati Laddu controversy and the political fallout as well.